We have another. Listen, this show is packed full of smart people. I mean,
I'm feeling
having
a little overwhelmed.
I'm having a hard time keeping up.
Yeah, I'm making notes over here. So,
Okay.
and pictures.
We have Tracy. She is the president of. Let me see if I get this right. Let me. I'm not even going to try, Tracy. Tell me the name of your company, Tracy.
One of my companies is called Mental Edge Fitness Solutions.
Mental Edge Fitness Solutions.
Yes, and New Mentality PC, both located in Mooresville.
New Mentality PC.
Yes.
Okay. What in the world is that?
So at New Mentality, we specialize in providing services like biofeedback, neurofeedback, brain mapping, and counseling. We do a lot of clinical mental health treatments. We treat ADD, ADHD, anxiety, depression, all those things without the use of medications. And at Mental Edge Fitness Solutions, we specialize in optimizing mental performance. And so we also use biofeedback, brain mapping, neurofeedback.
Tracy, I really want you to get all up in my head. I could just imagine what that would look like. We got Mike speechless on that.
I'm just going to say, do you carry insurance? Because his may deny that claim. That's all I'm saying. But to go back to Jason, then
Right.
his whole data-driven piece is going to be all messed up. But that is
Exactly.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I
fascinating.
actually went to your website, and there's like 6 pages
Yeah.
of qualifications to do what Tracy does. Biofeedback certification. That sounds like some serious stuff. I can't wait to find out exactly what that is. You're
Absolutely.
gonna plug up some wires to my head, ain't you?
I will.
Okay.
We'll see what's going on in there.
Oh, God.
No. That's going to be fun. Let's take a break and we'll come back. We'll actually dig
Absolutely.
into that.
Can't wait.
You're listening to Local Biz Now. If it's Friday morning, your business matters. We'll be right back. And we are back. You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone. I'm here with my co-host Mike Mooney,
morning.
crisis and reputation expert, author of Reputation Shift. And we are here with Tracy Alston, the founder. Can I say founder?
Yes.
Of New Mentality.
Yes.
Is what I'm saying, but it's two different things that you actually do, right?
2 different companies. Yeah. So New Mentality specializes more in mental health and clinical counseling. We really are looking at ways to help people improve their mental health. So a lot of times people may be on medications, whether it's for anxiety, depression, traumatic brain injury, those things. So we are looking at the brain and the body, measuring how they respond to stress. So the baseline of both of my companies really emphasizes are we performing? We want to know what the brain is doing. So we do brain mapping, which looks at about 19 different areas of the brain. And so we can see levels of focus, processing, mood regulation, sleep.
How do you do that?
We use technology. So we place sensors on various parts of the scalp, and we put you in front of a computer screen, and then we begin to measure how your brain and body respond under stress. And so if you have a high arousal or high response to stress, that could impact your ability to process information, sleep, trouble shutting that mind off. So we want to teach people skills on how to regulate those things without medications. And so biofeedback really gives us that information that we need on what's going on and how we can improve it and how we can change it.
Is it a new field? It's not. I've seen this on TV now from time to time on some shows, but I've never seen it actually implemented in a real live person like you, right? So is this something new? Or?
It's not new at all. It's actually been around since the 1960s. Technology has changed over time that we can get so much more information, so much more data. And if you think about just physical fitness, my passion and my purpose is to really emphasize mental wellness and mental fitness. We take care of our physical bodies all the time. You go to the gym, you exercise, you're working on your diet, working on your sleep. You're actually putting in strategies to improve your physical fitness. Biofeedback, neurofeedback are preventative mental fitness, mental health measures that you take to train your brain to learn how to deal with the crisis and the stress that we're going to face. So if you can put things in place that begin to show you how you're responding under stress, this will help you with decision making, impulse control, mood regulation. Imagine if our children were doing this in the school setting, learning more about their brains and their bodies, how they're responding under stress. We put these solutions in place so that people can see what's going on, but actually get some training to help them.
And then hand it to them, right, and say, hey, here's what's happening to you during these moments.
Exactly.
And if I know that, I'm halfway there, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Whoa. Exactly.
Look, you fell right into it. You fell right into it, Tracy.
Yes.
I'm in her mind.
Man.
I'm all up in her mind.
like I
I don't
told you.
have no wires going there.
It's like an earworm. It's just going to to be there.
You were going to ask a question?
I was, and really, I would think that in today's society, this type of study, this type of service and resource is so important because we have got so many things being thrown at
Absolutely.
us as individuals, parents, spouses, children. You think of the velocity of information, all the different areas that we've never experienced that in our human history, right? And our minds are trying to process all of these inputs
Exactly.
and stress points and triggers. Right?
Exactly. And as a former athlete at Wake Forest University, we were always under stress or under pressure.
Whoa.
You know,
What sport was that?
Women's basketball. Go Deeks.
You go, girl.
And
You
so,
go.
And that's really how Mental Edge Fitness came about, really looking from a performance perspective because there's so many different things to balance and juggle. Olympic athletes have been using services like biofeedback and neurofeedback for a very long time. The Italian soccer team in 2006 won the World Cup, and their whole team was using bio and neurofeedback to optimize performance.
Wow.
So we got to really look at where the future's going, that we can't just say, hey, here's a symptom, here's a problem, here's a pill. We need to start figuring out what's going on underneath the surface, start to get that data and that information. And now with the technology we have, we can actually see that. We can see what the brain's doing, see what the heart rate's doing, see how tense muscles can interfere with your performance.
And so
Great.
does counseling go hand in hand with this? Because once you tell me I'm nuts, right, you know, then you got to kind of help me figure out a way through it, right, or control those thoughts or emotions, I guess.
Exactly. So at New Mentality, we do provide counseling services in that organization where we have licensed therapists. We also have a contract with the schools, and so our therapists go inside of the school setting to provide counseling in the school setting. But some of our clients also receive the alternative treatments like biofeedback, neurofeedback, along with counseling.
Okay. So I think I've just like destroyed my child, right? And he's getting ready to go to college, right? So can I send him to you so that you can hand him some tools to help him get through his first year in college?
That would be
or
amazing.
Or we're waiting for him to go nuts and then I can send him to you?
No, send them first.
Okay.
Send him now. Let's do this now.
In fact, what time do we wrap up here? Right over.
Exactly.
Bring him
I'm
right over.
calling my boy as soon as we get...
I got the Uber app. We're ready to go. Get him over.
And really, the younger the better, because when we think about how our brain works, the brain is a sponge. And so if we do it younger, we can make these new connections and really have people performing at an optimal level early on.
And so how did you gather all of this information to be able to implement it? Because that's the key, right?
Yes.
You can help them with the problem. Now we've got to implement some of this stuff.
Yes. And so my background, licensed professional counselor, went to Wake Forest undergrad, and I was actually at a conference getting some continuing education hours, and there was a veteran that spoke to our group via Skype. He was suffering with post-traumatic stress disorder, 36 different medications, attempted suicide 5 times.
Oh.
And it wasn't until we learned about his brain and his body through the science of bio and neurofeedback that his world changed. And so for me in that moment, my world changed because I was like, I want to bring this back to my clientele. How can we help people get more information about what's going on, but also give them the tools to do something about it, that they don't have to be held helpless to these situations. We're going to all deal with stress, but it's about what we do about it now.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
Is it
so
hard to do? Like when you tell me, you know, Joe, you a nut, you know, how do you, here's some things you need to do to help you mentally get through these stress times. Are they challenging for me to do?
They're not challenging at all. All you're doing
Just
is
repetition of
just
some sort?
repetition. All you're doing is sitting in front of a computer screen, getting feedback on your behaviors, on your thoughts, on your emotions. Just like you get that bell every time you make a comment or
I'd like
statement
to
that's
choke
funny.
somebody with that bell. I got some biofeedback.
Yes.
She likes it. I can tell, man.
That bell, we get the same type of feedback for our program. So they're watching a movie, and if they're in an optimal state of relaxation and focus, they get visual feedback that they're in a good, positive response. If they go outside of that zone, bell rings, everything shuts off. So we train.
So can we go from making somebody good to great as well as not just problematic problems that we're having, but somebody that wants to perform better?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Athletes, executives, people like yourself that have a lot of things going on.
And a lot of challenges and
a lot
problems.
of challenges and
Like-
problems.
I'm liking this, Mike. I'm liking this.
Yeah. I think
I'm gonna let
Peak
him plug me up.
performance. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me hook you up.
Yeah. So if somebody wanted to get hooked up, tell us how we can reach you.
For any type of clinical mental health, please visit New Mentality. That's NEWMENTALITYINC.com. And for peak performance work, MentalEdgeFitness.com. So that's MENTALEDGE-fitness.com. So at New Mentality Inc. or mentalagefitness.com.
And so we've only got less than about 30 seconds
Yes.
or so. What is the primary client that you actually serve? Who is that right now?
Anyone looking to perform better. So a lot of times we're looking to either decrease or manage symptoms, whether it's anxiety, stress, or we're looking to improve performance. So anybody with the brain, which is all of us, we all need to be doing this type of training.
Most people.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Please.
I really wish
Bill.
we had more time to talk about this. Thank
Thank you
so
guys
much.
for having me.
You are listening to Local Biz Now, and I am talking with New Mentality. I'm going to get plugged up. Neurofeedback is coming. If it's Friday morning, I need mental health.